Hi, it's Barb from Coach House Designs, and I've been working on my Fading Stars pattern, and I wanted to pass along to you some hints that I've come up with while working on the pattern. Here is the color fabric chart from the back of the pattern, and as you can see, there is 35 different fabrics used in the Fading Stars pattern, and that represents the 35 different fabrics in the Moda Date Night layer cake. So the first thing you need to do is take your layer cake apart and figure out which fabrics are which number. So what I've done is I've created a bunch of little tags numbered from 1 to 35, and I have followed the instructions and cut 16 2.5-inch squares from each 10-inch square and piled them into the piles as by their fabric number. That way everything is organized and I am quickly able to determine which fabrics go where. So the next thing you have are these two charts. Okay, there's this chart which has the fabric numbers listed in the center 4 patches for all of the star blocks. And if I go in closely, you'll see here for, we'll look at row B, block 1. Now the center 4 patch is fabric 22, 28, 15, and 29. And the corresponding star points, which are the same color as the block in the center, are the same fabrics in the star points. So for example, the 2 gold star points above the number 22 are also fabric 22. The 2 gray star points above fabric 28 are also fabric 28, etc. I've also given you a color chart, and you looking closely at the chart, you should be able to tell which fabrics are which, but the number chart will help you reference the fabric chart just in case you can't figure out what fabric is in the smaller squares. So the first thing you need to do is to put your center 4 patch together. So I have pulled out here the fabrics I need for block B1. So this is fabric 22, 28, 15, and 29. And I'm going to sew that together into a 4 patch. Then I'm left with 2 extra squares of each color. The first thing you can do is take your 2.5 by 4.5 inch fabric 1 rectangles and place one of the extra squares from each color on the same end on each 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangle, because there are one of each fabric placed in that position in the star points around the center 4 patch. So I've sewn my center 4 patch, and then I've taken one of the extra squares and sewed it in the same position on each of the 4 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles. So I'm just going to place those around the sides of the center 4 patch. So now I know which of the remaining squares go where. So this has to be this piece here. So I can put that one there. And on here, it's got to be the lace fabric. So I'll put that there. And on here, it has to be this piece here. And in here, the black fabric. So that was an easy way to figure out where each of the different squares go. So as long as you have the center 4 patch and you have it oriented correctly as shown in the diagrams that I've included, as long as you sew one of each color in the same position around the center, then you can quickly fill in the extra ones in the correct spots without really having to spend too much time looking at diagrams. I hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching.